Good morning. And how are you today, my darling? I just woke up. And I'm like, you know what? I have to take a break from YouTube and give Megan a break because I'm annoying and I'm just like I have to stop and then I have all these ideas. So I can't stop. You see, it's just like nuts. But so I wake up, right? And I check Twitter and I see that Harry or Dior is trending, and they're trending because of Harry and Harry's suit and stuff like that, right? And then I thought about brand Megan. Well, brand Megan, and well, there are four different brands that you and Harry have. There's Harry and Meghan, or Meghan and Harry. There's the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. There's Harry by himself, and there's Meghan by himself. And so yesterday, remember how I talked about brand Meghan and how you should, brand yourself and create, have this store and you have all these different products from skincare to hair care to clothing to accessories to fashion to watches, even umbrellas and things like that. And I said that should be brand Megan, right? Now, what I'm thinking today, I'm still thinking along the same lines, but kind of like I'm wondering whether this particular idea is brand Megan or whether it's brand Meghan and Harry, given that Harry has this collaboration with Dior. Because I think that I think a Dior collaboration makes a lot of sense, but I can't yet figure out how it should be. Whether it should be Harry and Meghan, brand Harry and Meghan, or brand Harry by himself and brand Meghan by herself. Because I do think that to some extent you guys need to have identities that are individual and collective. You have four different identities, as I said, and each one of them has their own character, their own character traits, their own place, their own reason for being. So I'm still trying to iron out in my mind what you should do with Dior. You definitely should do something with Dior. Should you do it by yourself as brand Meghan, or should it be brand Meghan and Harry? Because Harry's collab with Dior with the shirt and the suit he wore to his father's coronation, and even your outfit, that white outfit that you wore a couple of years ago, all clearly points to an opportunity for both you and Harry to work for Dior. So I think maybe brand the what I was going to say I have to change a little bit because okay, first I was going to talk about the TIG. You know the TIG, Megan? If I were you, which I'm not, unfortunately. If I were you, I would change the TIG to le TIG. Le TIG. I would French it up just a little bit because I think that if you change from the TIG to le TIG, immediately you have a brand that you can have branded products. And that would play into this idea I have for you and Dior because I mean, I'm sorry I'm saying all of this on YouTube, but you won't contact me. What do you want me to do? I mean, you don't listen to me, so everything I have to put on YouTube, which is horrible. But until you listen to me, I have to do it this way. What do you want me to do? So you know how Dior, which is of a luxury goods company, obviously, and it's headquartered here in Paris, and where is it? One of the key people is Delphine Arnault. She's the daughter of um, the billionaire Bernard Arnault. And you see how they have as their products: clothing, cosmetics, fashion, accessories, jewelry, perfume, spirits, watches, wines. I mean, it couldn't be more perfect for what I envision for brand Meghan. But now I'm now switching it up to brand Meghan and Harry because it could be women and men together. But you guys need, you know how they did this thing with Rihanna, and how Rihanna has this very lucrative collaboration with Dior. Okay. And what is this? Jesus Christ, this is not what I need. This is not what I did. How the quartz. Okay, I think it was quartz. Okay. How LVMH helped make Rihanna a billionaire. But don't say that too loudly because then people in the palace, like Kate, will get nervous and start calling you names, right? And then she will go and do the same thing, but in a different way with Alexander McQueen. But you know how Rihanna joined ranks with Dior and how she became a billionaire as a consequence? There's nothing wrong with becoming a billionaire. There's everything wrong with being a pauper. Believe me, I know. I keep saying that because that's my reality, right? And here I am advising somebody else how to be a billionaire. But the thing is, you have to have the starting point. You know, you've got to have the platform, etc. So, Megan, you have it. You live, I live vicariously through you, my darling. Okay, now you need to partner with Dior, whether it's Meghan and Harry by Dior or Meghan by Dior or Latig by Dior. I don't care. You need to figure something out here. I think a joint collaboration probably makes sense here. And it's something along the lines of what they did with Rihanna, but much, much more um, extensive, because they have the infrastructure and the distribution channels that you want and the brand recognition, right? And you have your platform and your star power that you bring. And so you would have literally an imprint sort of like what they tried to do with Rihanna. I mean, a literal brand, but it is under the Dior umbrella so that, you guys still have the time to focus on other things like Archwell and your other endeavors while being assured that your names are associated with a quality product. It's well distributed all over the world where you need it to be, and it's what I mean. You have the distribution channels. You are associated with a well respected brand that has been around um, since the 1940s, and you can have all of the things I talked about. You have clothing, right, for men and women, cosmetics, fashion, accessories, jewelry, perfumes, spirits, Le Tig. I don't know if you would do Le Tig. Well, I mean, because I know there is a wine called Tignanello or something like that is where you got the tig from. And, I don't know what you'd call the spirits or if you'd even have spirits, but you could because, Dior would offer you all of these opportunities. You need shoes. I don't see shoes here. Um, but yeah, this is what you need, Megan. Brand Meghan and Harry um need to have, so these would be watches for the men's side, like Harry. Harry's side with his helicopter look, oh my God, what if the Apache, whatever it was, the helicopters, you know, that's Harry's side of the brand. Oh my God. I Does this make sense? I'm rambling. I know I'm rambling, and I haven't thought it all through completely, but definitely, I think that you and Harry, um, are probably already in very serious talks with Dior to do something similar to what they did with Rihanna. Not identical, you have your own aesthetic, your own sort of the person who's going to buy your products may not necessarily be identical to the person who will buy Rihanna's products. Or if they are, they're buying for a different reason, right? Because Sussex Squad is significant and growing, right? And so you have a fan base there. So, you can't have super, super expensive things though. These are going to have to be mid-rate. The pricing has to be right. It can't be fast fashion, but it can't be a shoe for $700, right? Because that's not realistic. I mean, $100 for a shoe, okay, or a watch or whatever, okay. It's a little bit of luxury, but not totally crazy. Do you know what I mean, Meg? And so I think the key here, brand Meghan has to now look to companies like Dior and its brand Meghan and Harry. I mean, you have four different brands. I don't know how you would do it. You guys have so many possibilities. The key is not to have so many possibilities that you end up not using any of them because it's also overwhelming, because there are different identities in this situation you have. You have Meghan and Harry, or Harry and Meghan. You have the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. You have Harry by himself. You have Meghan by herself. These four different brands can be separate, or they can be um, more in cohesion with each other. I mean, but each of these brands is part of your both your identities, right? And I think to the extent that you guys explore these different identities and not get stuck in this one identity, oh, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and to put all your eggs in that basket of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, I think that's a mistake. You should still have that and keep that in your back pocket and use it to the extent that you want to for other things. But in terms of building your real brand that is going to survive even after there is no longer a monarchy, and that day could come and probably will come in our lifetime, you want to have a separate brand that has nothing to do with Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And I think Lurtig is part of it. But I also think, a Harry and Meghan, just your names, is a thing, or whatever you want to do. I don't know, but I think you have to partner with an established company like Dior that has the infrastructure, the distribution channels, etc., that you're going to need. Okay, see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.